Hello everyone, my name is Jenna Centeno and I'm going to be the moderator for our presentation. So to start off, Law & Order is an American police procedural legal drama and courtroom drama television series created by Dick Wolf, and this series is set and filmed in New York City. So this series portrays real-life problems while providing a large number of examples regarding functional concepts, distributive concepts, contingency concepts, and different styles of leadership through verbal and nonverbal messages. So as the moderator, I'll be having a short part. Next is going to be Lupe, followed by Ronaldo and
Hello,
Jasmine.
my name is Lupe Beltran, and I'm here to talk to you about Captain Olivia Benson and her role in Law & Order Special Victims Unit, Season 21. I watched episode 19, and the way she shows her listening skills, her self-monitoring skills is really important for a leader today because she displays confidence and her attitude is in the right place. And one of the functional concepts that she displays in the show, she makes it her goal and her team's goal to figure out new information and capturing footage. And she makes sure her team reports back to her, which is a really good sign that they respect like her decisions and stuff. And for a distributed concept, she shares information and takes responsibility for her team, which most leaders should do when looking for more evidence or information that could help the case. So I really think that's a really good sign to look out for in a leader. And for contingency concept, she places all her evidence together in the solving problems and stuff, and she makes sure to do it step by step to solve the problem, which is a really good way to piece together information that they might have missed, or the case could go in another direction if they don't figure out the way to place together evidence and stuff like that. For nonverbal communication, one example in the show is she's portrayed as open and upright, which every good leader should be. And in this episode, she makes sure she is respected by talking eloquently and talking straightforward to her team. So she knows that her team should make it a top priority to do what they need to do in order to solve the case. And for verbal communication, she flows the conversation between the suspect and the victims, and by asking more questions and making sure they remember all the details that would help the case. So I think that's a really good lesson to.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ronaldo Aguilar. I chose season 21, episode 6 of Special Victims Unit, which is called Murder at a Bad Address. Immediately when I watched this episode, what stood out about Captain Olivia Benson's leadership qualities was her ability to place so much trust and confidence into her team. She clearly displayed a functional style leadership where her team looked to her for a sense of direction as she delegated responsibilities in order to complete the investigation. She based decisions on the information that her team gathered, which for me was the vote of confidence that she placed in each member of her team. Throughout the episodes, she clearly looked to them for information in order to base decisions. Another thing that really stood out about her leadership ability was how she separated her personal life from her group objectives. In this episode, her brother had overdosed from drugs and died, so which was clearly a dark moment in her life. Yet she didn't allow that to overwhelm her to the point where she abandoned her responsibilities, or she no longer was capable of meeting group objectives. And so one of the things that I took away from the episode was learning to separate personal life from group objectives. And so throughout the episode, she confided in her team. She looked to her team for them achieving their group goals, and so over and over again, she throughout the episode she displayed leadership qualities. And for me, Olivia Benson is clearly a leader to emulate and to want that I would have no problem imitating.
Hi, so I watched episode 21 of Law and Order, and in this video I will be talking about how each of the detectives demonstrate leadership. So let me start off by talking about Captain Benson. Captain Benson demonstrated leadership because throughout the whole video or the episode, I saw how she guided each and every one of the detectives into becoming like a better detective, I would say. And also she demonstrated leadership because she told them how to do the job right and what not to do also. And she also took on a case and she made the people or the victims feel like they matter in a way also. The other detectives showed leadership because one of the detectives, she took on a hard case about a lady who had been assaulted, and she had to get into her own hands in finding the person who assaulted her as well. And she did not give up on the family as a whole also. Then the other detective as well, I don't remember their names, I'm so sorry, but the other detective demonstrated leadership because she put herself in the shoes of the mother, and she went out of her way to find a daughter that was missing. So that's the way that they show leadership. And in my opinion, I feel like they all showed leadership because they all took the initiative to, how can I say it? They all took the initiative to put their foot down and put everybody else before themselves. And I think that's what a leader should do. They should always put themselves behind everything and not first, and they should put their group members first, and they should also work as a group and come together as a whole as well. And I think they all did that. And also I think leadership means that you work on things that you need to work on and you help your group get to the successes that they need to get to. And I feel like every single one of them did that, and they all got to where they needed, as in like closing cases, helping other people, and making people feel welcome as well. Thank you.